It's really funny.
Yeah.
I think I might have to do that. Oh, yeah. That's funny. All right. Honey, I don't know everything.
Oh, that's a great picture. Is that her baby?
Some awesome weather, huh? We're having some good weather.
Same. Oh, do you? Ah, I got you. Let me show you, remind me to show you some of the wedding pictures. I don't want to bore you, but I'll show them to you. I was telling the mayor the back of the water was glass. It was like a mountain. So I was waiting for the deer to come up, join mass.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
All right, ready? We ready?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the City of Millville regular session meeting for September 21, 2021 at 7 p.m. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Santiago.
Here.
Commissioner Pepitone.
Here.
Vice Mayor Parent.
Here.
Commissioner Udalvis.
Here.
Commissioner Cooper.
Here.
Well, our invocation today, we have a visitor because it isn't Reverend Tom Stark, but it's our favorite one, Reverend Murky, who will be doing our invocation. It's all yours, Reverend Murky. Can we stand, please? And we'll salute the flag.
Pray with me, would you? For your presence and your blessing, for the privilege of being a part of a democracy and a part of a city where we can participate. Thank you. Thank you for our leadership. Thank you for those who aspire to leadership. Lead us forward by your grace. As we remember our schools opening, we pray your blessing on them as well, and we just ask that you would advance our great city for your honor and glory, for we ask it in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Reverend Murky. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any review changes to this agenda?
We have two, Mayor. The addition of new business item number 2, authorizing a social affair at the Elks on November 19th. And also, we had the addition, but also the removal of ordinance on first reading for UEZ. We realized that it would need to be approved by the UEZ board before coming to the Board of Commissioners.
Okay, thank you. We'll go right to bills.
Mr. Clerk, move the bills be paid for property certified.
Second the motion?
Get a motion and a second. Are any comments on the bills? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, motion to approve and dispense with the reading of the following minutes and to proceed with the regular order of business, September 7th, 2021, regular session meeting.
Second the motion?
Got a motion on a second on the minutes. Are there any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do we have any presentations?
No, Mayor.
All right. We now have public comment on agenda items only. Anyone in the public that would like to make a comment on an agenda item, please step up to the mic. State your name and your concerns and limit your comments to 5 minutes, please. Seeing no one, I close the public comment on agenda items only. Old business, please, Madam Clerk.
There is no new old business, Mayor.
Discussion items,
We have no discussion items.
petitions and letters.
Okay, I would just need a motion to receive and file a letter of resignation from Mary Ann Cannon as a member of the Urban Enterprise Zone Board.
Mr. Mayor, move to receive, file, and approve.
Second the motion?
Motion and second. Are there any comments? I'd like to thank Mary Ann for her volunteerism to the UEZ zone. She was always there for us and played a great part in us making decisions, so thank you. Anyone else?
I want to echo the sentiment that she's been part of the redevelopment of Center
Yes.
City for
Yes.
the beginning, I believe, right?
Right.
So thank her very much for her input and taking part in the success of Millville. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Anyone else?
Yeah, I had a chance to speak with her this weekend, and she's very happy that UEZ is back on track.
Yeah.
So, although she's not going to be in the position anymore, she wants us to know that she's available for support.
Excellent. That's the
Yeah,
type
that
of
was good
person
to
she
hear.
is.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Great.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. I also need a motion to receive and file a letter of appointment from Mayor Santiago appointing the following individuals as UEZ member representatives. And they are Robert Connor, term expiring March 1st, 2024, and Samantha Silvers, filling the unexpired term of Mary Ann Cannon, term expiring March 1st, 2022.
Mr. Mayor, move to receive, file, and approve.
Second the motion?
Got a motion and a second on our hopefully new individuals joining UEZ. Again, I want to thank these folks for coming in and wanting to volunteer.
That's a very exciting program, Mayor, and I know that they will be there and always keeping the city in mind. So it's great to have the UEZ program coming back to the city of Millville.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We'll go right now to reports of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And from the Parks Department, we have cut in the last 2 weeks over 11 properties, including Union Lake, Sunset Islands, Rob Shannon Sports Complex, 1106 Brookdale and Cedar Lane, also the Old Fleet Maintenance Area, and the Columbia Avenue lots. On Saturday, September 11th, we held our 20th anniversary of 9/11, and we'd like to thank the following: the Millville Fire Department, EMS Department, Millville Police Department, the speakers and the singers, and we just want to thank everyone for having such a successful event. It was well attended. Mayor Santiago was there. I believe Commissioner Udalvis was there.
Yes.
It was a really, it's touching every time that you have the ceremony. It's, it's not just a walk in the park, and it was really a really nice event and just a nice way to commemorate 9/11. On Saturday, September 18th, we also had Doggy Day, which was the grand opening of the dog park at the Thunderbolt Bark Park, and it was a fabulous turnout. And we'd love to thank the following vendors. The vendors made the event. Purdy Pet Food, PetSmart was there, charities, PetSmart Charities, Frostbite Ice Cream, Pampered Pup, Pet Resort, Kibble Cupboard, New Jersey Boxer Rescue, Riverfront Renaissance Center, and People for Animals. The dog park is officially open. I want to thank Commissioner Pepitone, Commissioner Pepitone, and the mayor for coming by and sharing some time with us. It was hot out there. Man, it was really a good time, though. I was going to call Commissioner Udalvis. I was looking at her. I'm like, no, he's not that. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun out there and just opening it up. And it was just another chance, again, to have community come together and have something new start in our community. We're really excited about it. And go out there and use your dog park. It's there now. It's a lot of hard work that went on behind the scenes to make that happen. And we appreciate you for coming out. Upcoming projects. We will continue the fall cleanups and hopefully complete the last pass of grass cutting. Hopefully it'll be the last pass, depending upon the weather. The grass cutting on properties throughout the city. Upcoming events. This Saturday, the annual baby show will take place. Saturday, September 25th at Corson Park. Registration starts at 12, and the show will start promptly at 1 p.m. The baby show is for ages Millville children, ages 4 and under. And you must be, again, from Millville. Millville's first Hispanic Heritage Day Parade will take place this Sunday, September 26th. The parade will start at 12 noon on High Street and Pine and will make its way down to Harrison. The festival will take place behind Lakeside Middle School at the end of the parade on the football fields from 1 to 4 p.m. Looking forward to the first ever in Millville. Craft Nights. Again, we're going to hold 2 more craft nights on October 20th and November 3rd. This craft series will be making a reversible fall and winter welcome sign. All spots are filled up again, but please email us. You may get a spot. The annual fishing tournament will be on October 23rd at Corson Park. Registration is at 9 a.m. and the fishing will take place from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and we will serve lunch at noon. A lot of fun out there. Come on out to Corson Park, even if you're not a great fisherman like myself. I'm not a great fisherman, but it's a lot of fun to get out there with the community and the children. And the tournament is open for ages 5 to 18 years old. Also, we had a chance to get Midget League football started. Holly City Youth Football League started again, and we got it really started really strong this year. Why? Because we actually had a chance to get the scoreboard working. It's the first time we had that scoreboard working in 5.5 years. We're really excited about that. Commissioners came out, mayor came out, Commissioner Pepitone, all out there. It was everybody from the school board, superintendent, we're all out there. What a beautiful day it was out there. Seeing the youth getting started out there. We had Woodbury come down, and they really gave us a hard time. They got the win on the first one, but we won a couple of the others. It was just a great event out there, just to see, again, community come out there in a positive note, nothing negative happening, and everyone sharing that experience. It was a blast. So we had so much more going on, and I'll speak a little bit more about it later, but that was just a touch. And Mr. Mayor, that is it from the Parks Department moving forward.
Thank you, Commissioner Cooper. Commissioner Pepitone.
Okay, to begin with the midget football celebration, I want to use the word community, that both of the things I'm going to talk about today are focusing around. It was a phenomenal opportunity to see the community out there supporting the next generation of football players. I mean, these are the kids that will one day man the Millville Thunderbolts football team, and they're doing a phenomenal job now. To see the parents and the community, and as Bruce said, the school board members, not freeholder, county commissioners now. Mike was there. It was just a great event to see the community come together and support the youth that will eventually take over the city. So there's a lot of community there. Bruce is being extremely modest when he talks about the Bark Park. It couldn't have been a more perfect celebration. And some people are saying, well, you know, how important is a dog park? The dog park is important for the dogs, but more importantly, the sense of community that was experienced by people in the area, from not the area. They had dog show awards that they gave away. It was a phenomenal day, for a phenomenal event. And now something that the city could continually meet. People can meet other individuals and get to know each other outside of a regular setting. So again, hats off to all the individuals involved in the Bark Park. It was a perfect day. I just can't say enough positiveness about that. And again, focusing around the community. I have a press relief. Director of Public Safety Joseph Pepitone and Chief of Police Jody Farabella have announced that the city of Millville will be observing Trick or Treat on Sunday, October 31st from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. rain or shine. Director Pepitone and Chief Farabella remind parents that children should not trick or treat alone. They should be escorted by an adult or an older child, or should go with a group. Also, children should walk on sidewalks and cross only at the corners, not in the middle of the block. If there are no sidewalks, they should walk to the shoulder facing any oncoming traffic. All children should wait until they are home before eating any treats, and will allow parents to sort and check all items for any irregularities. Also, because the city of Millville is observing Halloween on its traditional date, the director is asking that residents who wish trick-or-treaters to come to their residence to turn their lights on outside, and those who do not wish people to come up to their homes to keep their lights off. Due to COVID-19, we encourage all participants to wear face coverings, stay 6 feet apart if not part of a family unit, and to use hand sanitizers often. With that, Mayor, thank you, sir.
Thank you, great point. Thank you. Commissioner Udalvis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Department of Public Affairs continues to accept applications from interested tenants applying for the Cdbg Rental Assistance Program via the city's website or in paper format made available at City Hall. The program is applied for by tenants demonstrating need of rental assistance as well as necessary documentation, while the payment is disbursed directly to landlords or mortgagors as per requirements of the program. Interested applicants may contact Yasmin Moreno via email or by calling 856-825-7000, extension 7341. During the Planning Board meeting on Monday, September 13th, topics such as revised fees and the ordinances pertaining to fences and signs were discussed during the open public comment portion. The Planning Department has advised that the proposed revisions will be provided to the city solicitor for review with the intent of including the revisions to the existing Chapter 30 format as an ordinance on first reading on October 5th. The Planning Department seeks to provide a clear schedule of fees for applicants that can be used with an internal guide as proposed through the draft ordinance and drafted by the city's previous planning consultant, Sarah Birdsall. This guide that adheres to the proposed revisions recommends applicant fees and deposits into escrow according to the components of the application. Therefore, the Planning and Engineering Departments have recommended adoption of the fees and revisions to the sections for fences and signs over the next 2 commission meetings that will be included also in the final draft of the Chapter 30 format as provided by Sarah Birdsall. The Planning Department is also preparing the next portion of the Chapter 30 draft to attach to the October 5th Commissioners' Report that will be discussed with open public comment at the October 13th Planning Board meeting. With the conclusion of this report, Mr. Mayor, progress.
Thank you, Commissioner Udalvis. Vice Mayor Parent.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Excuse me. A motion to receive and file tax collector's report for the month of August 2021. Receive and file.
Second the motion?
Got a motion and a second on the tax collector's report. Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Also, Mayor, it was a great experience once again at the Holly City Midget Football League. The thing that one of the highlights, not just the young men who are playing there, and there's hundreds of them, but the people that showed up once again. County prosecutor was there, mingling with the youth. School teachers, administrators, principals, all supporting our youth program, which is just outstanding. And it's great seeing coaches that I coached a number of years ago become coaches, and everybody wanted to hurry up and get pictures taken. I don't know how many times we had pictures taken by a lot of people. But it's a great organization. It's a great learning for our young people. Being a T-Bolt, the orange and blue representing Millville is quite an experience. Those of us who were fortunate enough to play back in the old days. We did have helmets on, by the way. But,
No face masks.
it's just great seeing so many people active. People that played there in the league, played in high school, see them coaching young people. That's what it's all about. So I thought it was just a beautiful, beautiful day. Thanks for the educators in our school system being there with our children. That is so important. Police department was there, our fire department, people that intermingle with a lot of the children in our programs, PAL. It just goes on and on. So I thought it was a great day, and I'm looking forward to I always pop in and watch the young folks grow. And it's a great thrill to see them go on into high school, be active in high school, go to college, play football in college, come home, coach, or some very fortunate played in the professional football. So it's a great program. I thank all the coaches, volunteers, and parents to make that happen. With that, Mayor, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, I get to say nothing because everybody said everything. But with all these events, the word that I want to use and I want to push forward is diversity.
Yeah.
The magic of diversity at each one of these events. And that's the truth. Because, as you say, community came together,
Yeah.
diversity was there. I don't care if you went to the 9/11 that we had on Buck Street, which was a great turnout. We'll never forget. After that, we went to the Midget League football, and we experienced that again. And Vice Mayor, you bring up a good point. I didn't expect educators to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Principal from the high school.
Yeah.
And a couple other administrators were there, which was a great surprise to all. That was just a great feeling to see those individuals there and to see those young kids, men, well, I should say young ladies and young boys playing football, see those administrators there, which I think just brought a smile to their face. The dog park on the 18th, what a great crowd that was. You know, it was funny because people were trying to get inside of the gate, and Commissioner Pepitone, being Public Safety Director, acted like a cop and got him out because they weren't supposed to be in there, right, Commissioner?
That's right.
We were
Great
waiting
job
for us
doing
to
that.
open it,
opening.
and Joe actually said, hey, you got to come out, and they listened. So, but it was a great turnout for that. It was just exciting to see so many smiling faces and people be able to come out during this pandemic and socialize. That's the other word. They were socializing. So I tell you what, the past few weekends were great. We left there and went to the car show. How many people went to the car show? That was fantastic. So, and the weather cooperated, which was the great thing.
Yeah.
We had great weather the whole time. So, absolutely, these events that were placed either by us or by somebody else was a great turnout for all of us. So with that, Madam Clerk, we'll move on to ordinances on second reading, please.
Okay, we have no ordinances on second reading tonight.
Ordinances on first reading then.
Okay, I have an ordinance approving and authorizing to amend the salary ordinance to remove and add the following titles with the minimum and maximum compensation. Remove title Recreation Program Coordinator part-time with a minimum of $11 an hour, maximum $16 an hour, and add title under Recreation Leader part-time with a minimum of $13 an hour and a maximum of $17 per hour.
And Mr. Mayor, I move the adoption of this ordinance on first reading with final consideration given on, what's the date, Jeannie?
October 5th.
October 5th, after due publication as provided for by law.
Second the motion?
Get a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. And the other one is skipping over.
Guess we'll go right into consent agendas.
Okay, all matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the Board of Commissioners and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a governing body member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. So item 1 is a resolution authorizing special assessment of municipal liens for certain properties due to expenses incurred by the City of Millville relating to board and secure plus administrative fees in accordance with Chapter 11, Article 6 of the Municipal Code. And item 2 is a resolution authorizing adjustments in the tax and utility records.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of resolutions on the consent agenda.
Second the motion?
Are there any comments? No comments needed? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Resolutions, please.
All right, item 1 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of 5 black 2022 Ford Utility Inceptors with accessories from Chas S. Winter Incorporated, 250 Berlin Road, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, for $156,564.
And Mr. Mayor, with that, I have the certification of funds from our Chief Financial Officer, Marcella Shepard, in the amount of $156,564, and I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing First Amendment to the 2021 Street and Patching Utility Opening Repairs Contract between our Briscoe Enterprises Incorporated and the City of Millville for an additional amount of $25,000.
And with that, Mr. Mayor, I have a certification of availability of funds from Marcellus Shepard, our Chief Financial Officer, in the amount of $25,000, and move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Got a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is a resolution authorizing to execute a New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Treatment Works Approval Permit Application TWA-1 and Statement of Consent WQM-003 for the wastewater treatment plant solids dewatering upgrade project.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 4 is a resolution authorizing extending Regina Burke's appointment as Public Agency Compliance Officer from a term expiring on December 5th, 2021 to December 31st, 2021.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Got a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5 is a resolution accepting the annual audit report for calendar year 2020 and filing of group affidavit.
Mr. Mayor, move the adoption of this resolution.
Second the motion.
Motion and second. Are there any comments?
Yes, if I may, Mr. Mayor, we had an excellent interview with our auditors, Mrs. Shepard, our CFO, Regina Burke, our city administrator, myself, and reviewed page by page with our auditing firm. And once again, I'm proud to announce we had just an excellent review of our audit. There was no violations, no problems at all. And again, I just want to thank Mrs. Shepard and our finance department for, again, doing an outstanding job. So great news with that, Mr. Mayor.
Congratulations, Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy,
Thank
for
you.
your hard work.
You're the best.
Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing the designation of Heather Santoro as Urban Enterprise Zone Coordinator for the City of Millville.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second motion.
Get a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Abstain?
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Madam Clerk, new business, please.
Okay, I just need a motion to approve the following special event on public lands application. It's the National Dual Sport Ride sponsored by the Tri-County Sportsman Motorcycle Club to hold an on-off-road motorcycle ride on November 7, 2021, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The main event will be held in Port Elizabeth, and this is pending all the appropriate approvals.
So move.
Second the motion.
Get a motion and a second. Are there any comments on this new business? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, item 2, I just need a motion to authorize the following social affair permit. It's a comedy show at the Elks Lodge on November 19, 2021, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
So moved.
Second motion.
Motion and a second. Are there any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Pepitone?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Parent?
Yes.
Commissioner Udalvis?
Yes.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Mayor Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We've now in the public comment portion of this meeting. Anyone would like to address this commission, please state your name and address your concerns, and please limit your comments to 5 minutes, please.
Hi, Cindy Cook, Millville. First of all, I want to remind everybody that the Levoy is back in full swing. We've got a full array of shows. The other night, they had Leanne Rimes there, and it was really a packed house. This Friday, for the 9th, it'll be the 9th anniversary of the Levoy opening, and performing will be the U.S. Army Jazz Band. It will be a free performance, but you're recommended to at least go to levoy.net to get tickets for it, especially if you need handicap seating, because it's going to be general admission, but it is free to the public. They've got shows almost every single week now. Some weeks we've actually had 2 and 3 shows. Now, my report this week is from the Homeless Trust Fund meeting on September 13th. And I wanted to make sure that the commissioners and the public were aware of what's happening in Bridgeton. You might have read the newspaper article. Bridgeton has started a program for tiny homes for the homeless people. These are little buildings that are 100 square foot. They're temporary transitional houses. They're only 100 square foot, but they are heated. They do have air conditioning. They will have a little mini refrigerator. They will have a little microwave in them. Now, these houses are definitely temporary. They are on pallets, so they can be moved. There are very strict guidelines that the individuals will have, the criteria, the homeless individuals, to get into them, including looking for work. It is in full swing up in Newark, New Jersey, and so Bridgeton has been in touch with them to find out exactly what rules they have in place so they can follow those rules. It's actually going to be a little park where all these are going to be. I think it's either 6 or 10 of them to start. There has been a delay in the delivery. The site is ready, but there has been a delay in the delivery, and now the little homes will be delivered in October. It's called the Village of Hope, and this is for Bridgeton residents only. Definitely transitional housing. They're not meant to be permanent. Like I said, the houses are going to be on little pallets. They can only be in one location for 6 months at a time. Very instrumental to this is placing the individuals in jobs. In the winter, the meals will be provided by Code Blue to these individuals. There's going to be, the facilities themselves do not have bathrooms. They will have a trailer on site. There's going to be security and all, but there will be a trailer on site that has the toilets and the showers for these individuals. They will have outside areas geared up so that the people don't have to just stay in their homes. In these little homes, they can be outside doing things also, like a picnic area and that kind of stuff. But it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good program, and I think it would behoove us to keep a close eye on it to see if this is something that could work for us. The individuals, they encourage them to get jobs. They will have a little commissary area where the residents there can buy little food and toilet paper and that stuff, and they're making them buy it because the idea, they're not going to pay the same price as we pay, of course, but the idea is to get them into that transitional phase where they're paying for what they get instead of just handouts. So I just wanted to make you aware of that program. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask questions, Mayor?
Wait till we're done.
Good evening, Kirk Hewitt. Hello. Just want to be short and quick. The city had the appeal process, the appeal hearing scheduled for 4 p.m. this afternoon, and it was canceled. We know why, it's okay. But I just wanted to reiterate and put it on the record because we are on a 95-day time frame. I have done all I am legally bound to do. Now, we have it scheduled for October 5th, which is the next commission meeting day. There is no time after October 5th without a special meeting for this hearing to be heard. We like to ask that gets taken care of, and we get to take care of that hearing on October 5th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Beth Schoenberger. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
No.
Yes.
Go
Okay.
loud. Go ahead.
Beth? Beth?
Beth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beth.
I reside at Columbine Avenue, which we had many problems with water. The street was finally paved, and the water has dissipated some, but it's still, when it rains heavy, it's still a problem. But it goes away pretty fast, which is good. But the reason I'm here tonight is because I still have a problem at my house. I have lived there for 17 years, and I have a sinkhole in my backyard now. This is not the first time. This is probably about the third time. Had an issue in February where there was a breakaway in between my property and my neighbor's property, and there was a hole started. I called the city, they came out, and they filled it. I thought they were going to fix it, but they just filled it. So there's a pipe that runs from the front where the drain is. It runs all the way through my property to the back. I brought pictures to show that the cement is shifting on my driveway. I brought pictures of the hole, and I brought pictures of the drain, which is in the back. Now, in the beginning, I had Mike Stavanis out there. He's long retired now. But he came out several times and I had another sinkhole, he fixed that, which was great. He was very good. But the problem is that this keeps happening. So in February was the driveway, that little hole, which when you look down inside, it looked pretty deep. And I'm believing that it's running underneath my driveway and probably underneath my neighbor's driveway. So it's creating a hole underneath, which is a problem. So if the water's continuing to do that, and now it's making a sinkhole in my backyard, I don't want the house to be next. So that's a concern of me. So I'm asking for your help with this matter. Maybe the pipe is broken, but there's some type of void under there, because I know the drainage system that we have is not a sewer, it's a French drain, so that the water goes down and it dissipates through the ground. So having said that, I'm hoping that there's some type of fix we can do with this so that we don't have an issue with any of the houses.
Beth, can you leave those with Madam Clerk here?
I
Is it
sure-
okay to have those?
Yes, I put
Can you
I put everything, my name and the location
Very
and where it's
good.
at.
You-
And you could contact me, try to put the number on
We'll have
there.
somebody call you tomorrow morning. If you
Okay.
Just leave them with,
Is your number on there?
No, but I put the number on here for you,
perfect.
okay?
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You can give it to me. Sure.
Anyone else like to come up to the mic? Seeing no one, I close the public portion comments of this meeting. Comments of commissioners. Commissioner Cooper,
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
welcome.
And once again, I just want to reiterate how special it was this weekend, which the theme was really the community coming together. And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. You know, we may have disagreements, we may argue a little bit and kind of not agree with one another all the time, but it's really all about community and city working together. This was an example of how we do that. 9/11, the dog park, Holly City Youth, Football League, that's an example of how we can continue to work together. That's the theme, working together. And that's something that I know we will do for the rest of our term here towards the end of the year. And hopefully moving forward as a city, we can continue to do that, work together. Again, Helen Keller said, again, alone we can do some things, but together we can do so much more. So with weekends that we just had the past couple of weeks, let's keep this kind of momentum going together, moving forward together. It really touched me at the dog park this Saturday when a young man came over to me and said, I just want to thank you because now I have some place for my dog to play. It's just those moments like that that really make it special. and really make it something that, you know, all the hard work and all that is put into it, it just makes you feel good when that young man comes over and says something like that. It just touched my heart. Also, Army Jazz Band, you had mentioned that Army Jazz Band. I said, who is this Army Jazz Band? I kind of looked them up on YouTube. For free, you're telling me that's a great buy. Go get that for free at the Lavoie. Because they don't advertise it as free, but hey, now that you tell me it's free. Yeah? Oh, great.
You just gotta look on the board.
Wow, well, I'll tell you what, I expect to be there. The Homeless Trust Fund, I did see that in the paper, and I was wondering how we could support something like that here. Or you mentioned that it's just for Bridgeton, so I guess, you know, we can't work together with them. Hopefully, I thought we could, but if not, maybe we can consider doing something like that here. I'm sure as commissioners, we like to talk about that. And Ms. Schoenberger, it's unfortunate about your yard there. I'm wondering if something happened when the street was paved that made it worse. I'm just curious. I know the area very well, but I'm sure Mayor Santiago will be jumping right on that, and he'll take care of that, because that's community, that's us all working together. That's what this is all about. With that, Mr. Mayor, moving forward.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Pepitone.
Yeah, if I could quote you, Mayor, one of the things that you talked about at the dog park was when this team came together, one of our focuses was we're going to focus on the community, bringing the community out, creating, you know, new life in the city. And to all of my colleagues up here, I want to say job well done. I think we've worked towards that through our term, and we'll continue to do that. And whoever's fortunate enough to be up here with the next election, that they understand that community involvement is a key to seeing the city grow and prosper and be the city on a shining hill that we know that we could be. Cindy, I am so excited about this program because it meets so many of the needs that we have in Millville. We have a group of people that have great need, and we want to make sure that we can take care of their needs, but give them a place where it's going to be safe and out of the way, and help them to become more productive citizens. I'm really interested in learning more about this. Did you say that the homes were 100 square feet? They're like basically?
100 square feet, and like I said, there's no facilities in them. But they have a trailer outside in the area where the people can use the restrooms and shower.
There's no electricity? How would he?
They do have electricity.
Okay.
But I mean, they don't have like a toilet.
Yeah, I understand that, and I mean,
It's too small. It's
it-
only room for one person.
it's a phenomenal idea.
Is the one that's spearheading that.
I've been
Nina Young is from Gateway.
I've been
Gives all the information.
in my mind, the homeless have always been an issue that I've, you know, been concerned about. I went to Code Blue and served with you and others. It seems like it might be somewhat of a solution, and to me, it's extremely exciting to see what we can do to make that part of the city a better place. So thank you for bringing that information forward. I'm extremely interested. We know each other. Please keep me, you know, in the loop about it. But I want to thank you for that information. And ma'am, as Mayor Santiago said, you'll get a call tomorrow. He's on top of things like that, and we'll see what we can do to meet your needs. With that, Mayor, thank you.
You're welcome, Commissioner Pepitone. Commissioner Udalvis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would simply briefly and genuinely thank each of our participants this evening at this meeting and all of our attendees this evening as well, sharing your concerns and your feedback. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Commissioner. Vice Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I don't want to forget some other, excuse me, organizations, because I took a ride out there too, in the soccer complex. I mean, you want to see so many people out there, kids playing soccer and volunteers and all. So there's great youth programs that we have throughout this community. Girls are playing softball. I went past Sharp Street. They're playing baseball. So a lot is happening. But something did happen. Rob Shannon softball tournament, 50 years, Mayor. You can't ask for a more dedicated man than Rob Shannon is. I mean, he is without question one of my closest dear friends, as a lot of people know, and has raised into the hundreds of thousands of dollars going to our youth leagues. That's a fact. I was at his first one, folks. I'm not going, I think I was 2 or 3. But anyway.
You were in third grade, you said?
Yeah, it's just such a dedicated individual. Rob is very unique person, we all know. The Shannon family is very involved, always in the community, great family. But I just want to give a big shout out to number 31. That's between me and Rob. It's coming from 29 to 31. High school, all right? We were both co-captains of the high school team. I was better than him, wait a minute. All right.
Cut the mic.
Anyway, I just want to give my dear friend Rob Shannon again, thank you very much, Rob, for all you do for our children and the community. Job well done, my friend. Thanks,
Nice
Mayor.
job, Vice Mayor. Fantastic few days, starting with 9/11. I thought that was great. I'm not going to repeat myself. I do want to mention, though, on the Bark Park, that one of the instrumental companies that really helped us, and we have to give them a shout, is Atlantic City Electric, Bert Lopez.
Yes.
Without them, we couldn't have gone further with this. Bert's a great guy, I know him personally, and Atlantic City Electric did a lot for us to support us. And also, I'd like to thank the Streets and Roads Department for the city of Millville. Not only them, but the water department.
Couldn't
who
do it
hooked
without
up
you.
the water and the sand. So all those employees that we had, that took a personal interest in getting that park running and going. So it was great. Folks, I'm going to say this pandemic is here. Please continue to be safe because it's not going to go away from what we're seeing now. So please be safe. We want to see you at the next meeting. With that, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Second motion.
First and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting's adjourned. Thank you. Have a safe